Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome to your source for the initial impressions review of the Verreal V1 electric skateboard. We'll start off with a very brief and quick unboxing. And in case you didn't realize it, your electric skateboard will come in a box, and that will be within another box. And not only will the board be inside, but also a smaller box with the accessories, which include a light, which I suggest changing out to shred lights, and of course the board itself. But the important accessories include the T-tool for making adjustments, the charger to actually charge the board, and the remote to control the board. Now, taking a look at the remote for the Verreal V1, it's a very simple remote used by other boards of similar kind, but I like it. It's very small and compact, easy to put in your pocket with a simple throttle, forward to accelerate and back to brake. It has a reverse button, power indicator, and you can also see that on the back side of the remote here, it has the power levels that delivers to the board. So it has 3 modes. It has low, medium, and high, and it's nice to have that range of variety. Now, taking a little bit closer look at the board itself, I have to say it seems like a pretty sturdy build. I like it. It has a great feature included as well. Not only can you push the button to turn on the board itself, but it also has this incredibly convenient auto start feature where you just drop the board on the ground, roll the wheel, and the board automatically turns on and you can start controlling it. It's also worth mentioning that the Verreal V1 comes with replaceable urethane ability, which a lot of more budget-friendly electric skateboards do not offer. So when that urethane does run out, then you're forced to just change the entire motor, which is seems very wasteful to me and not very cost-effective as the consumer. So it's nice that they added that in the Verreal V1, and it's, I would say, a nice selling feature that kind of puts it above a lot of other boards. Now, taking a look at the board itself and the deck, you can see here that it has a nice concave deck. I found it to be very comfortable when I was riding. And yeah, it also has this great squared off edge, which I think is very practical in my opinion, because whenever I lay it up against a wall, it doesn't try to fall over. So I really like that. Now, one issue that I did have was with the grip tape. As you can see here, it was starting to peel off, and I was not a fan of that. The grip tape itself, by the way, is incredibly coarse. It's very aggressive. Just know that. It's not a bad thing. It helps you to stay on the board, but it's a very aggressive grip tape. But I should mention, too, that the customer service for Verreal is awesome. Vic was in great constant contact with me about this issue and even offered to send me grip tape for free as a replacement. So kudos to their customer service. They also include a handle built into the deck, which I think should be on pretty much every board if possible. It's very convenient. My one gripe, though, is, as you can see, the hub motors are heavier, so the board tends to be a little bit back-end heavy, which does not create a balanced carry, and you have to really come back on that handle, and it's not that large anyway, so it's not the most comfortable use of a handle. If you move forward, you can see that the board just falls, and I wish that they had cut out a little bit more here, and also I wish that they had taken the time to edge off that grip tape, make it a little bit more comfortable to hold, because there's nothing wrong with the deck itself. It's mostly just the grip tape that creates a little bit of discomfort. So it's an easy fix. I hope Verreal fixes that. Now, it is made of 8 layers of Canadian maple, no bamboo. So as you can imagine, it's not the most flexible deck. I weigh 175 and I do get a little bit of flex. It's good enough for me. I don't mind. However, if you're someone who really wants a flexible deck, you will be disappointed with what Verreal has to offer, so you may want to change out. Now, just taking the board out for a brief ride, I have to say that it was a real pleasure. It was a nice ride. It had what I felt was a good amount of power. You can see here that I'm riding on a more rough road going up a small hill, and the board was fully charged. Once again, I weigh 175, and it had absolutely no problem powering up this hill. and I felt like the ride was relatively smooth despite the rough conditions. So overall, I would give it a thumbs up for the ride. So to wrap up with this initial impressions review of the Verreal V1, do I like it and would I recommend it? I would say yes to both. I mean, it's an incredible piece of machinery for the price. It's an excellent value. At the time of this review, it's only $259 on their website, verrealboards.com. Yes, you do have to pay over $100 for shipping, but still, you're only out about $370 for the whole package. And for what it has to offer, it's among the best prices out there for what it has. There's other budget electric skateboards, but they're a little bit more expensive, and this one even has the ability to swap out the urethanes, which I think is pretty amazing. So I think it's a great buy. I wouldn't hold back if it's your first board, or maybe if you just wanted an extra board to keep on hand for someone else to ride. I think you'll be pleased with what this board has to offer, and it has excellent customer service. Once again, shout out to Vic from Verreal for keeping in very good contact with me via email, even being available for a phone call when I had an issue with the grip tape. Thanks so much for that, Vic. You guys are doing a great job at Verreal. Keep it up. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next one. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if there's something you'd like to see me test out on the Verreal V1.